But I did want to mention Jon Stewart. Boy, I'll tell you, he really has shown Democrats how to respond to Republican bullshit, right? Oh, my God, this guy. Jennifer Rubin talks about it in a column that she has out today. First of all, Senate Republicans last week showed anyone who's paying attention a vivid, clear example of the Republican Party, that is the Christian terrorist party, their abject cruelty when they rejected the so-called PACT, P-A-C-T, PACT Act that would have provided veterans with benefits to cover the health consequences that they got from exposure to the burn pits while serving in Afghanistan and Iraq. Now, some people will say, well, karma is a bitch. And I understand that. We should not have been in Iraq under any circumstances. And Afghanistan should have been a targeted operation when it first became apparent that there was a cadre of Saudis, Donald Trump's golfing buddies. There was a cadre of Saudis who murdered 3,000 people on U.S. soil. It should have been like what happened the other day with the killing of Zawahiri, the number 2 man, if I'm pronouncing his name right, in Al-Qaeda. But no. We decided to go the other way. At least George Bush did. First, the invasion of Afghanistan, and then an utterly pointless invasion based on the kind of lies that Donald Trump can only just gleefully wish that he had been able to lie the way Bush did. But where was I? So the Republicans, after approving a bill to aid our burn pit victim soldiers, they approved it back in June. They voted no the other day. It was a shock. And I said when we talked about this, I think it was either Monday, was it Monday or maybe Friday? The Christian terrorist party's reversal on the bill seemed to be motivated by payback. These Christian terrorist members of the Senate did what they did, voting against the PACT Act because they were pissed off over that agreement between Manchin and Schumer on the so-called Inflation Reduction Act of 2022. That was the package that included the tax hikes on the wealthy and subsidies for Affordable Care Act, yada, 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 yada. And the deal was announced just hours after the Senate passed its bipartisan bill to enhance national security and U.S. competitiveness against China by investing in semiconductor manufacturing in this country, for God's sake. In other words, the Christian terrorists, as they always do, threw a belligerent, nasty-ass temper tantrum because they would no longer be able to hold the semiconductor bill hostage to block passage of anything that the Democrats had on their agenda, even if blocking the package of the semiconductor bill meant harming this country. Christian terrorists do not give a fuck about harming this country. It matters nothing to them. Now think about that for a second. These Christian terrorists took out their rage and frustration with Democrats on sick and in some cases dying veterans. I've said this before, I'll say it again. Any voter who thinks that these Christian terrorists, who are still known for some reason as the Republican Party, give a goddamn about veterans, any voter who thinks that, you are out of your fucking mind. You are self-delusional. Republicans, Christian terrorists don't give a shit about veterans. Never have. Never will. It's just cannon fodder. Oh, we got to go kill some more commies somewhere? Okay, well, send the boys. And when they come back, fuck them. I mean, this is what Christian terrorists do. But Jon Stewart, ever since the Christian terrorists tried to did gut that bill, Jon Stewart was unflinching. He went in front of cameras on last Thursday, to express what many Americans were feeling. I think that's when he used the F word. And regarding the Christian terrorists about face on the bill, Stewart said he was used to the, what he called, hypocrisy, lies, and cowardice of these bastards. He said, but I am not used to the cruelty, quote unquote. And this rotten son of a bitch, Ted Cruz, offered a lie that the bill would increase or would create pork, unnecessary spending. In fact, the funds that are in this bill are delineated for a specific purpose. And Jon Stewart tweeted this, quote, "The PACT Act is a standalone bill. The PACT Act has no spending unrelated to veterans' health and benefits. There is no pork. There is no budget maneuver that then allows Democrats to backfill with whatever they want," end quote. And if you saw him on Meet the Press on Sunday, he was still, on NBC, he was still keeping up his barrage. He said this, quote, or no, I don't have the quote in front of me, but what Jennifer Rubin has written, quote, "Republicans will likely come crawling back to approve the bill now that they have been exposed as deceitful, malicious, and petulant. But Democrats should learn from Stewart and apply his techniques in other contexts," end quote. For example, in the area of abortion, Democrats should be very clear. And you know this, I know this, we've known this for years. It is the height of dishonesty to say that banning abortion, which would endanger women's health and women's lives, that somehow that bullshit is pro-life. That is a Christian lie, a fucking Christian lie. And it's not true that these bills passing in all these state legislatures are about preventing abortions moments before delivery. That is a lie. This is what the Christian terrorists claim. Oh, they let the baby go until it's 9 months, and then they rip it out of the mother's womb and smash it and kill it and use its cells for something else. The Supreme Court, when Roe v. Wade was declared, when right to privacy was declared in the Constitution back in 72, 73, that decision allowed states to ban third trimester abortions. But all but a handful already did that before the decision. The Dobbs decision, the one that removed abortion as a right of privacy. 1% of abortions occur after 21 weeks. 1%. And less than that in the third trimester. It is a lie to say abortion causes women emotional distress or physical injury, or that abortion is dangerous. Women who seek an abortion are never, I don't know if I should use the word never, but I'll use it anyway, are never forced into an abortion, are they? Unless they might be 10 years old and can't make a decision because they don't know what the hell has happened to them. It's cruel and barbaric to demand that a teenage rape victim go through pregnancy. I mean, this sounds like what these fucking fundamentalist Mormons believe in. That little girls, 12, 13, 14 years old, should be given to older men to impregnate. And as Rubin puts it, only monsters would insist that doctors wait until women are so sick that they might die before they can receive appropriate medical treatment, which includes abortions. And back to Jon Stewart, as Rubin points out, and you know this, I know this, he's a gifted communicator. His basic reproach, righteous anger, blunt language, mastery of the facts, and determination to call out the fascist Christian terrorists' bad faith. That's something that all the Democrats should do. it doesn't make any difference what the topic is. If it's abortion or women's right to privacy or veterans' health or the January 6th insurrection or climate change or anything else, the Democrats should take a lesson from Jon Stewart. Wake the fuck up. These Christian terrorists are going to continue until somebody, figuratively speaking, slaps them across their goddamn hypocritical faces and tells them to sit the fuck down and shut up. Just shut up. You have nothing decent, proper, honest, moral, ethical to say to the American public. So shut the fuck up. Hi, Truth Seekers. Mike Malloy here. As you know, we've switched formats and are now broadcast exclusively on the Progressive Voices Network. So that means you get fewer program interruptions, no corporate commercials, and lots of profanity. But our format change also means some of our radio listeners no longer hear the program. It's been a while since I mentioned our podcasts, so you may have forgotten that there is a way to listen to this program anytime you need a good dose of screaming. Visit MikeMalloy.com and subscribe to our podcast. As a podcast subscriber, you can download the program to your mobile device and take me with you wherever you go. And if you have a friend who needs a dose of truth-seeking, you can give a gift subscription as well. That's MikeMalloy.com, and never miss a minute of the uncensored fun and frivolity.